listening to Kevin and the Spleen.
No one's gonna ever love me.
1098.5 Radio QWX for quick.
Bussin', no cap.
No cap.
Really smack you in the ass with flavor. There you go. This show is about depression, anxiety, PTSD, and chronic illness.
We going quick. We're trying to keep you on the path to the ride home on the evening time.
It's a fucking zoo.
Make it Quicks with the Quicks Radio.
White lives do not matter.
Hey, kids, it's Dodgeable Lee coming right at you. And boy, is my face crunchy, baby. Ooh, Kevin, how you doing?
Crunchy?
Yeah, it's crunchy. It's all scrunched up like a bowl of Wheaties that hasn't been milked. You milking your Wheaties these days, Kevin?
You know, I try to cut back on that a little bit. I feel like I've gained a little bit of weight, so I'm not milking them as hard as I used to.
Gotta milk them Wheaties, Kevin. Now, Kevin, let me ask you a question. Is this ever happened to you? You ever take a shit so crazy, you look at it and go, what the fuck did I eat last night? And then go ahead.
Did you have an experience?
I haven't finished the question. And then you rack your brain trying to think of what you ate and nothing's coming to you. So you're like going over your time. You know, you're checking your receipts. You're trying to figure out like, no, what the fuck? What even happened yesterday? And you just nothing is coming to you. And you're like, how could I not remember anything that I ate yesterday? And then you're like, well, what the fuck did I do yesterday? And you're trying to remember what you did yesterday. And boy, this shit looks crazy. And the more and more you think, it's almost like being drawn into its web. And you're like, I don't know what the fuck I did yesterday. And you're like, okay, what about the last day before last? And you're like, oh, surely I can think of something that I ate then. And it's still like, no. And then you start to question, like, well, what the fuck is going on? How do I not remember anything? Did I just literally shit my brains out of my head and I have no longer have access to my memories? And then you start to break out in a cold sweat and you're not sure if that's the shit or the existential dread, Kevin. And you start to get scared because you're like, I don't know where I am. Where am I? I thought I was in the bathroom, but now I'm unstuck from time and I don't understand who I am or how I fit into this world. And then you're like, well, I don't remember what I ate. Did I take any pills? And you can't remember that. So you start to look through all your medicine cabinet and see if there's any prescriptions. You can't find any pills anywhere, Kevin. And you're like, I could have sworn, didn't I take pills? Like, do I not have pills? You start checking your medical records. When's the last time I went to the doctor? Can't find anything. Who is my primary care physician? You can't find anything. You're like, wait, do I even have a doctor? When's the last time I went to the doctor? You don't know? You don't know the last time? You can't think of a time you've ever gone to the doctor? You're like, could have sworn I had prescriptions. Next thing I know, I don't have a doctor. Never been to the doctor. You just don't know what the fuck's going on. You're like, well, when was I last at work? You realize you've never worked a day in your life that you can remember. You can't remember your job. And you're starting to wonder, do I even exist? Am I because at this point, looking at this shit in the toilet, you're starting to think, was I born on this toilet? Did I come into existence shitting? And is this shit the only evidence that I have that I've ever lived, Kevin? Has that ever happened to you?
Not to that level, no. But I can say every time I've ever had a doctor say like, hey, so what do you eat like on an average week or something? I cannot ever answer that question.
Right.
You're right. I can't remember what I ate yesterday at all. I ate some Doritos. I remember that, and that's my only memory of yesterday.
I'm not done with the question, Kevin.
Okay.
And then you remember that you ate In-N-Out, and that's what you ate?
Okay. Well, we don't have In-N-Outs here, so while that hasn't happened, I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Wow. Okay. That's crazy. That's crazy that both of us have had that experience.
Yes.
But hey, that's why we're here together in the colostomy bag. Yeah, that's right. We're still kicked out of the stomach pending HR investigations, baby. I don't know if we've updated the audience, but we actually opted for an outside inspection by a team of experts related to the binding arbitration, Kevin.
So how did that go?
I don't know. We haven't had the results yet, but I think binding arbitration usually works out. It's a good thing. I think it gets a bad rap because it's a weird name. Binding it sounds so bad, right? But yeah, I don't know. I think we'll be riding our motorcycle back in those broken windows, if you know what I'm saying.
I hope so. I do. I miss the stomach.
Yeah, I miss the stomach. The spleen misses the stomach. The stomach was one of my haunts. It was a local haunt in my neighborhood.
I did not know that.
Now I can't. I'm not even allowed into my neighborhood.
How does that work exactly?
I had to move.
Well, don't you have a new neighborhood?
Yeah, it's a colostomy bag. This place doesn't have any haunts. You gotta let's be honest. There's no. The only haunting here is me haunting the. What do you call it? What's that thing? Storm drain.
That sounds like a right-wing organization.
Yeah, stormdrain.com, the only gutter trash. It's where the gutter trash collects to opine on the races, Kevin. I love to opine on the races. That's a huge part. That was another piece of that HR letter we got. It's that I'm spending too much time opining on the races.
Yeah, maybe just a little, but we got to talk about something at the water cooler.
What can I say? I'm obsessed with regattas. That's why I boat races, Kevin. That's the kind of races I've been talking about too much. Oh boy. Well, folks, we have a show for you today, don't we, Kevin?
We do. It's packed.
It's jam-packed. So I'm going to throw it to our co-host. You can call him the face of the podcast, Spencer Crittenden. That's right. Me and Spencer go way back. Take it away.
Hey, Spencer.
Hey, man. I don't know this guy. I have never met him in my life. I don't like what he has to say. Here's the thing. I was talking to this guy before the show, Kevin. He was talking about this boat regatta, and he was saying the craziest shit about what different ethnicities of people do on their own boats. I didn't know there was racism associated with naval mastery, boatsmanship. I didn't know the things this guy was saying about Indian boats. And I'm not even sure the way he was saying it, it wasn't clear to me if he was talking about Native Americans or Indians, or if he thought those were the same thing. It was going all over the place, Kevin, with this guy.
He was strangely against people from Vermont too. I've never seen someone just racist against Vermont.
Well, that was the only thing I could bond with the guy over. I call them Vermonsters, like Ben and Jerry's. Why do they call that the Vermonster? Are Ben and Jerry from Vermont?
I believe so, yeah.
You ever have a Vermonster, Kevin?
I don't remember. I've seen them. I just don't remember if I've actually really tried one before.
I have. It's 20 scoops of ice cream, bananas, cookies and brownies, fudge, caramel, and or both, and nuts. And I think they add other toppings. And their website also says they add other toppings. One time I got it, I had to like put it in the freezer because it was like melting so much. Because I think this is like a party sub for ice cream, you know? I got it
Yeah.
for just me, myself, one person.
Okay.
And it was, I mean, it was good. I don't know. There was this ice cream place growing up. It was called Sweet Retreat, and they had something kind of like the Vermonster, but it was like 13 or 12 scoops, and it wasn't nearly as big, but it came in like a bucket that was like the size of your head, and it was so cool. I was like, I want to eat that much ice cream, and I did. I ate it in one sitting, and it was so good. Sweet Retreat had really good ice cream too. It was like, not that Ben and Jerry's ice cream is bad, but it's maybe, I don't know, whatever. I'm not trying to shit talk Ben and Jerry's. Kevin, it's the Oscars.
It is.
So
I don't follow the Oscars. I probably should.
I wish, I don't follow movies. I mean, I follow movies a little bit, but it would be cool if we did a sports corner for the Oscars.
I was trying to find a live stream of it earlier, but the only thing I could find was the American Sign Language guy. And there's no audio at all. It was just him very animatedly signing. And I felt really into what he was saying, but I didn't know what he was talking about.
Yeah, he was going the hell off.
He was in. I've noticed most people who do like professional sign language stuff are incredibly into their job.
Yeah, they're really excited. I wonder if that's like, I don't know. I feel like I've heard them be really excited when the people they're translating are not super excited. So like you can imagine maybe their enthusiasm is supposed to be conveying a tone of some sort. But then if they're going the hell off and the person's just kind of like talking in a kind of like basic ass way, I don't know. It's like, that seems like it's not doing a good job. It's not a faithful translation.
Wasn't there a news story like, I don't know, maybe 6 months, a year ago about somebody who did not know sign language at all, but somehow got hired by someone's like campaign or something like that, that was like on stage signing, but it was just absolute nonsense?
Kevin, there was a lot of news stories about a lot of fucking things. It was in Florida.
That sounds right.
Sign language interpreter delivered gibberish. Gibberish? What about gibberish? It's a, let's see, Tampa spokesperson apparently. And I don't know. It seems like, based on this image I'm looking at and just guessing, it seems like they didn't have a sign language interpreter and someone just showed up and said, I'm the sign language interpreter. Like, it wasn't something they planned. But again, I'm just looking at this picture and assuming this. But it seems like someone just was like, I'm the sign language interpreter. I'm ready to take my place. And they're like, okay. And then she just did that. That's what this picture looks like to me. But
that's my memory of the story too, was that someone just basically showed up but like they didn't get caught their first time. I think they got a little bit more bold and just, ended up like on TV or something and then got called out.
Yeah. This Reddit post says the last fake sign language interpreter kept repeating, "Pizza Monster is coming." So that's something. I wonder how you sign Pizza Monster in sign language.
I don't know.
Okay, Kevin, it's time to go to my phone because I took upwards of 2 notes. I can already remember one of the notes. Okay. Here's an old one. I was on a plane a while ago and I was watching, it would have been the American Airlines flight safety video. Can we pull that up? Airlines flight safety video. It was like a new one. It looks like it's this new one from 2 years ago, maybe. I can send you was it this? Yeah, I can send you it. Okay. Can you play it? I'm just assuming you can, but I don't actually know. Yes. I was watching it and I was just like, I don't know. There's something about this. I mean, all of the fucking videos are weird. I think like the best ones try and play it. Well, not the best. Some of them try and like play it for comedy. I don't know. Don't the Spirit Airlines they like do jokes? It's like a stand-up routine.
Yeah, but it seemed cringy. Like, is it Spirit or Southwest or one of those that just did the cringiest nonsense?
Because Spirit doesn't have TVs on their planes. That's funny. Yeah. But
okay,
I think there should be stand-ups that do the Spirit Airlines safety announcement. That should be like you can see Shane Gillis doing the Spirit Airlines safety announcement.
All right, let me cut to this here.
Welcome to your American Airlines
This is
flight.
black. I'm seeing black.
Yeah, on its way to one of our many destinations across the globe.
Okay. This is what happens when we do things live.
Yeah, we're doing it live. I wonder why that's happening. Well,
let me try that. Let me try downloading that one more time here. I think it just downloaded with the audio.
It's okay. The audience, you're here for it. Remember when I did the spleen? Just coast on that for a while.
That was great. I missed the spleen already.
Hey, I'm still here. Man, this hurts my fucking voice. I mean, my throat. My voice doesn't have feelings. Okay, Jesus Christ.
I think I got it working now.
Yeah, it looks like it's working.
Welcome to your American Airlines flight. On its way to one of our many destinations across the globe.
Look at how happy all these people
are. Made
are.
possible by our dedicated team members, who all do it for one reason.
Okay, so we got a lot of people, kind of like this top-down
That's why your safety is so important to us. So let's go over some in-flight instructions so that we can get you
I mean, there's
safely
nothing
on your
particularly
way.
odd about this video, right, Spencer? Man. Don't cough into the mic, bro.
Insert the metal end into the buckle and pull the strap to tighten.
I don't know. Like,
to open,
I was watching this video and something just felt off. Does anything feel off about this to you, or is this just normal?
I mean, this seems like what I picture to be North Korean life.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So look at this, like this warehouse. A lot of these are in like warehouses.
Luggage goes in the overhead bin.
But I was watching this. And this, and I was like, there's something fascist about these fucking videos. Like they're just like, it's this like, this rehearsed nature to it. These sweeping shots that like this. Now they're in a smoking sign. We got all these. I mean, obviously, once it zooms out that much, it's like just fake, you know. But it's like they're doing like standing kind of like flag routines almost.
Including the
now for those people who are just listening, by the way, it's just like an army of people dressed nearly identically in a perfect grid doing these same synchronized motions.
Right.
Follow the lights quickly.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can Google this video. Check us out. The video portion. How do you check out the video portion, Kevin?
If you're on Spotify, you can just push a button while you're listening to it. If not, you can go to thathappenspod.com and just watch the video there too.
Yeah, so check out the video or Google the. What did I Google? I deleted it. I deleted my tab. But I Googled like American Airlines flight safety video and it was like the top result. But
yeah.
But just like they're so like that, they're kind of moving towards the screen. It almost looked like a dance move, but not quite. That's the thing. I think I've seen some other ones where it's more like musical, you know? And I feel like that kind of hides the like highly orchestrated, synchronized nature of it. But this is just, it's just a bunch of people watching everything that's happening and looking at the crowd, the camera with forced smiles and stuff. And just something about it is like don't fuck this up. Stay in line, you know, like fucking smile. I don't know. Okay, you can cut it off. But it's like it just like it really disturbed me in a way that I don't usually think about these things, you know? I don't know. What is this new view? Is this the what's happening?
I'm on the wrong view here.
Are you on a double view?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I like that. But yeah. So this is what happens when you do it live, folks. But flight safety videos, they're fascist. They're fascist. Airlines are fascist. The world is fascist. Man, fucking speaking about the world, you see that Zelensky stuff?
I did. That was one of the sadder moments, I think, in American history.
Yeah, like obviously there's a million things to be mad about, but I think this kind of gets back to like what I have been complaining about a little bit, which is it's one thing to be run by a bunch of fucking stupid evil guys, but they're like not even good at that. They're like just the ineffectual nature of it. Like the idea, okay, so like, you know, if you're listening to this and the world's ended, there was a moment where Ukrainian Prime Minister or President Zelensky came to America, and there was this kind of media opportunity where he was talking to the president and JD Vance, and yeah, and it was like an ambush. It was this very hostile situation where Trump was basically antagonizing him and kind of demanding he kiss the ring a little bit, but mostly just antagonizing. Like, I think like that, if you wanted to, if there was like an agenda for the day, it was mostly, I think, antagonism. Also, I'm pretty sure before that, he like went to Congress and met with people in Congress kind of semi-privately, not like but it wasn't like an open session and he just came onto the floor of Congress or whatever. But like, so he was talking to Congress and apparently having like conversations, and people were like, hey, the fucking president was here, the Ukrainian president. It was great. We had some talks. We talked about stuff. It seems like, you know, we're going to see what's going to happen. I'm glad we could be working together. Even I think some Republicans were saying shit like that, and then like they were deleting their tweets after the fucking press event. But so, you know, Trump was getting mad and or whatever. I don't even know if he was getting mad, but I guess he was, because he was getting outmaneuvered, because anyone can outmaneuver you when you're a fat fucking piece of shit sitting in a chair who can't think straight. But it was a real mess. But again, like the competence, it would be one thing if you're trying to like engineer a situation where you can take offense and change the public's perception of Ukraine and act like he committed some faux pas that will then, you know, change the way of foreign policy. Like, oh, you know, you walked him into a trap, and then you're going to be like, oh, if you're going to behave like that, we're not going to defend you. But like what they actually did was like, hey, here's the Ukrainian president. Hey, so you're a piece of shit, right? Aren't you losing the war? Shouldn't you thank us? Shouldn't you thank us because you're losing the war? It seems like you're going to lose the war. Maybe just give up. It seems like you're a dumb piece of shit. Why aren't you more grateful? Which is like, it's so inelegant, right? You know, it's just like, why, how is that your technique? Like, I don't know, like where, I mean, I wonder if he was like legitimately offended their, you know, Nazi sensibilities or whatever, you know? But like, they just started like going off, and then JD Vance is like, if you even said thank you once, which is like, what the fuck are you talking? That's like, someone in my chat said, I've never seen anything that better defines piss baby. And it's like, exactly like the idea that's like, I don't know, like JD Vance was acting like his teenage daughter was embarrassed to be seen in public with them and like had to run to her car, you know, and he was like, I just can't, do you know what we do for you? It's just like the absolute most impotent, like fucking limp dick nonsense. And like the whole thing, and like Trump can like barely even, like, I think that was a big problem, is Trump could barely even like string a sentence together. It didn't even, by the way, I mostly saw, you know, text write-ups of this, and it wasn't until later when I was in a shuttle at work and someone was just watching the video full volume and I overheard the actual conversation that I like heard what happened. You know, you get all the line items from like the news coverage or whatever in the articles, but I actually hear it. It was like, it's just so much worse than like it even sounds. And again, it's not worse because like, oh man, we're treating people so poorly. It's just incoherent. It just didn't make any fucking sense. Like they just like, if you want to, if you want to like make an enemy of this allied state, don't like, why would you, what you do is bring them on camera and then act like a little whiny bitch. Like, you don't have to get him on camera to do that. I don't know. It's just like, just ineffectual, just worthless. Like, you can't even accomplish what they're doing because their fucking brains are just fucking goop. They've all their brains are fucking melted. I don't understand. That's what's crazy. And JD Vance is supposed to be the not fucking dipshit one. You know, he's supposed to be like a real human. You know, I think I talked about this last week or something. The fact that Trump is like not even a human, which I think comes through in this. It's like, you don't have any of the cards. You don't got cards. You basically got you got like a 2 or a 3 of clubs going on, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's not like just repeating itself. Go ahead.
Was really impressive is like, you know, for Zelensky, English isn't even his second language; it's like his probably like third or fourth. And Trump used the expression, "You have a really weak hand here," and Zelensky immediately, you know, fires back with, "I'm not playing cards here; I'm fighting a war." You know, which is just like, I don't know, violates one of the rules of like never get into a verbal sparring match with a comedian, even one that doesn't natively speak English, because he's going to be faster than you.
Yeah, well, presumably that's why they got pissed.
I think so too. I think he had all these zingers he was ready to fire off, and Zelensky was coming back with better responses quickly.
Yeah, but so, okay, I'm going to show my ass here, but I haven't been super up on the movements of the war because last I checked, and this has probably changed or whatever, but I thought Ukraine was doing really well. I thought they pushed Russia really far back, and like they've been like out killing by wide margins for like a long time. So is it even the case that Ukraine is doing really poorly in this war, or are they like just, you know, less people and trying their best to hold their own and like slow, like what's even going on? Because obviously if we stop giving them money, you know, it's not gonna be good. But outside of that, like, I thought they were doing pretty good.
No, they are, but I think that was the point that they were trying and failing to make, was that like, if it wasn't for the US's help and Europe's help and everybody else's help, you would be losing really badly, and just didn't articulate that at all.
Yeah. Edward Fingerhand says it did change at some point, which that sounds right. I feel like the tide changed a little bit, but I don't know what they exactly did. I know that Ukraine basically like pioneered this new like cheap drone warfare, and it did a lot of good with them. And I'm pretty sure that Russia responded by trying to invest in these cheap drones too, to kind of not get outmaneuvered. It's kind of like a war of information to try and get the enemy's ground position and stuff. It was really effective for Ukraine, and I think counter operations are doing. Edward says it's been more of a standstill. Edward, do you want to come on the podcast? I'm sure you don't, but yeah, we told the other good Discord that we were trying to solicit audience come ups from the Discord to talk to people because, I guess, yeah. Well, let's just get into it or whatever. I had a thought, Kevin, and
all right,
I don't know. This is nothing on you. But I was listening to Blank Check, great podcast, and Ben Hosley was talking. And Ben Hosley is the producer, the engineer, or whatever of the Blank Check podcast. But he's also, you know, an incredible mind. He invented burying pants, like to age pants, because you know how like aged jeans are like, you know, a fashion thing. So he buried pants somewhere for like years and dug them back up. And I think like he only dug a couple of the pants up. I think like one of the pants he never recovered. But so this is just the kind of guy we're dealing with. He's a very unique fellow. We should have him on the podcast, honestly. He did this thing called Slow Christmas, which I've been like, his Slow Christmas albums have been really great, where it started with he just slowed down Christmas songs, and man, I like vaporwave and stuff which is slowed down, and like they are really good. The Slow Christmas is great, and then it's like expanded to this like collaborative thing. He's a genius. He's a great artist. But it got me thinking, because, you know, I've said it a million times, Kevin. We're the Griffin Newman and David Sims of this podcast, you know. But what we don't have is a Ben Hosley. we need like and if you think about it, we're also a Dan Harmon and Jeff Davis of this podcast. But what we don't have is a Spencer Crittenden, right? Like we need this a third character. We need a new character for the show. Like I think we need to do tryouts or something. I don't know. Like I don't know exactly what to do, but I feel like we need like this wild card weirdo out of left field, newcomer to come and shake up the energy and really make this a podcast. Because I think I've said before, but podcasting really does feel like a 3-person dynamic more than a 2-person dynamic, And Kevin, we got the best dynamic in the biz. Let's not.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
But it's a 2-person dynamic, and it just, it doesn't work. Nothing about this podcast works. It's a fucking mess. No one's watching it. No one likes it. Everyone hates it. The Reddit hasn't been commented on in fucking weeks. It's a fucking ghost town. The good Discord is completely dead, and it's not because of the Oscars. I asked. It's not the Oscars.
Okay.
We tried to get the Oscars. We tried to play the Oscars on the podcast. The Oscars wouldn't even play. We had a hard enough time playing the fucking American airline safety video. But things are on a crash course to destruction, my friend. And we gotta pull out of this nosedive, and I think we need some new blood. And I don't know how to do that. But it's interesting, that's why I wanted to have people in the Discord come on the podcast. But I don't know. But that segues into this email we got from Robert Kegler. He says, "My name is Robert Kegler. I think I would make an interesting guest for That Happens, as I'm 9 years into being a postal carrier, and my passion is recording my longtime friends playing Dungeons and Dragons for an audience of no one." You record it? We should just play his episodes of Dungeons and Dragons on the Schraub Home Video. That sounds good, right? We should just do that.
That does.
Luckily, I've had a support structure supporting my dreams and healing my failures. Thus, I never really shattered the spirit, ripping at the negatives of doubt. I've racked up 3 kids in a loving house with a passionate partner. Racking up kids. That's an interesting phrasing, huh? 1 ex-wife with a now dead name. With a now dead name. Okay. And a few moments of breakdown from sudden prenatal and a child loss from ETMR. ETMR. Embryonal tumor with multi-layered rosettes. That doesn't sound positive. I've fought wild turkey, been to Egypt, drove across the USA twice, lost 2 cars in a garage to a tornado, have suffered 2 interesting head injuries, bike, trolley car, and consider myself fully realized at the ripe age of 42. If you have questions, ask away. We have all the time in the world until we are told otherwise. Regards, Bob Kegler. P.S. My Instagram is blah, blah, blah. Proof I'm not a bot, lying, or sociopath. I assume he doesn't want to read his Instagram on the pod, but maybe he does. So my first question to you, Bob Kegler, is do you want us to read your Instagram out on the pod? Write us back. Let us know. But yeah, I was thinking about that. We need a new person, which is not a segue, Kevin, and is unrelated to what we talked about before. It's just an issue I had. Another thing I want to talk about, Kevin. Do we have less time? Your timer, when we start late, the timer doesn't take that into effect, right? That's what
correct.
Happens.
We got more time than it's showing.
That always trips me out. I don't know why. I don't know. I think it's wrong to do that. I think you're wrong to do that.
Okay,
it's
hold
fine.
on. Look.
I don't care. It's fine. I truly don't care. I mean, I do. I care a lot. I care too much. I care about everything. And I wish I was dead. But speaking of wishing I was dead, 40 minutes. Jesus Christ. I liked it better the other way. But okay. Speaking of wanting to be dead, I tried to go to a party today. It was a party for my friend Branson. It was at a bar. Branson Reese. He was on the podcast.
Yeah.
He's a really funny guy, really talented. The kind of person who should be working in Hollywood. But yeah, I went there. I parked my car. I walked towards the bar, and I turned around and walked back to my car and went home. Is that interesting?
That is. Can you elaborate on that?
I have party anxiety. I don't know. I have party anxiety. I have anxiety. I'm a mess. I have a lot of problems. One of them is parties and going to parties. yesterday. It was Aaron and Abed's birthday, which I really wanted to attend. It seemed really exciting and fun. I went to, hey, Kevin put on the Oscars. There's a guy. Oh, it's the sign language guy. This is great.
Well, let me get him up.
Yeah, make him visible. Make him and the timer visible, Kevin. Is that possible?
Hold on one second here. Let me get him going here.
Do you want to hazard a guess what happened when I tried to go to Abed and Aaron Pierce's party?
Roughly the same thing.
Roughly the same thing, Kevin. And then, another thing, he was biting his nails, it looked like. I like how we're allowed to do this. I guess you're supposed to play this during the Oscars, huh?
It feels like it's going to be like lag versus what you're watching, but he is so into this. Guys, please turn to the video and watch this right now. This guy is so into his job.
Yeah, I think his face is doing a lot of acting, and I'm really curious about that. Like, I think like see that face he made just there. It seems like I don't know what's happening on the Oscars right now, so I don't know how much emotion is in the audio that he's conveying. But like,
we should just pretend like he's narrating what we're doing and talking about right now.
Well, I think he's saying that the pizza monster is coming. But yeah. Anyway, and then I realized, Kevin, that I've been going to these magic parties to play magic, and all of a sudden I stopped. I had the same thing with these magic parties. I used to go to them, and then I stopped. I don't know. I think a small part of it is like literally the physical door. A weird thing about parties is sometimes you just walk in without knocking, and I find that can really rattle me. I don't want to walk in without knocking. But then I don't want to knock either because there's a fucking party happening. That's weird, drawing attention to yourself. But yeah, I just have party anxiety. What it is it's the entering of the party, Kevin. Is Nalut here? Where's Nalut? Get him on deck. I'm almost done with this topic. Then we'll talk to Nalut. Get him going. And also get ready to kick him because we know he's up to no good. But anyway, it's the entering because I think like both, there's no good in my head. There's no good outcome to entering a party. I feel like if you walk in and people acknowledge you, I feel really weird about being acknowledged coming into the party. And if no one acknowledges me, then I feel really weird about not being acknowledged. And I'm like, oh, so how am I supposed to? We're just supposed to break into someone else's conversation or something. Just walk around. I've been to parties where I just kind of like enter, coast around, and then leave without having talked to like anybody. And like it's just it's a mess. I don't know what the fuck to do. I feel like if obviously a lot of parties are at a house. This other one was at a bar. I was like, maybe if I go to the bar before anyone gets there and then people start to show up, that might be easier for me. I think it's really like the entering the party more than anything else. Does that make sense?
Yes, I have the exact same issue where like, especially if I like come with somebody, I feel like I'm glued to that person the entire time. Mm-hmm. And if I don't come with somebody, I just sort of like stand by myself for a while awkwardly and then leave.
Yeah, I have that too. I feel like when I'm with someone, I feel like a weird pressure to both stay with them and to not stay with them. So I'm like kind of torn between those two angles. And yeah, if I'm not with someone, I feel very solitary and bad. I also remembered there was this other magic party. This might have been like where it actually hit. Iffy. The famous comedian, content creator, RPG live player. You know him, you love him. He's been on what's it called? Dropout TV. God damn it. I asked him to play some Magic, and he was like, "Hey, I'm actually going to this party." where we're gonna play a bunch of Magic. And I was like, oh, that sounds good. And the same fucking thing happens. And I texted him. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm just having really bad anxiety. I just gotta go. I'm so sorry. And he was like, hey, do you want me to come? Do you want me to go out and like meet you and come in with you? And I was like, oh yeah, that'd be great. And I appreciated that so much. I was actually just thinking today after I failed to go to the party, I was like, I should text him again and just be like, that was just so nice. Like, I appreciate that so much. It was like one of the nicest things anyone's ever done for me in like a social situation like that. Because like, I'm a fucking wreck. But yeah, like, I feel like that was like the turning point for whatever reason. But I ended up going and having a really good time at that party. It was cool. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck to do. It's like it's obviously like, I don't know. I know I can physically do it. Like I can walk into a party. I'm capable of it. I don't know, but I just can't. Like I get into my head. It's so crazy. I don't know. It sucks. I hate it.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. Like I can't go to parties unless I know a lot of people. And when I get forced to go to parties where I don't know people, it's so awkward. Like not trying to do like a name dropping story, but like in the late 90s, I got invited to this Emmys after party because I knew somebody who was on a TV show then. And she brought me to it. And then basically she had to do publicity and go mingle and stuff like this. So she's like, I can't, like the person I was going to like attach myself to had to leave. So I'm just there with like all these super famous people that were all on TV and didn't know anybody and didn't want to like, because I was nobody. I didn't want to like, bother anybody. So I'm just sitting there and I don't drink. So I'm like at the bar drinking Cokes and not talking to anybody and just like watching everybody who's like currently on TV walking past me. And the nicest person, because I bumped into him once like 6 months earlier. His name's Mitch Pileggi. He was like Skinner from the X-Files.
Yeah.
He remembered me and came over and he's like, yeah, I hate these parties too. I don't want to talk to anybody. And he just talked to me for like an hour. And it was like the best ever because like I found someone new to glue myself onto, even though I didn't really know him. And then I've never seen him ever since. But that was like that was like the greatest thing because I didn't have to talk to anybody other than him.
Yeah, that's cool. I've had experiences like that. With the first time, actually, the first time I ever did anything, I went to Harmontown, and then after Harmontown was like the premiere of Before Oral or something. And so Dan invited me to that at some point, and I went to that, and I had the same thing, but Dan said he'd come out and bring me in. And it's not like he introduced me to anybody. He just literally walked in, and that was fine, You get over the hump, and then it's fine. And then if you leave, whatever, at least you win. But I didn't really have anyone to talk to, so I was just kind of floating around a little bit, which again it wasn't great, but it was fine. And then Simon Ore, who's also been on the pod, we should have him back on the pod. He came up to me and asked me if I was Pendleton Ward. And I was like, no, I wish, buddy. That guy, he fucking made Adventure Time. But we just started talking. And so he was basically the only person. I think I talked to one or two other people after that. But he was basically the only person I talked to the whole time. But it was great. I don't know. It was good. And I feel like that was before Simon was super like involved with Starburns. I wonder how he even was related to that, because I think until the Harmontown movie, he was kind of tangential to Starburns operations. And then in that movie, he did editing stuff. And then from there, he kind of got more involved in Starburns day to day. But yeah. Anyway, I
went to a Starburns party one year where it was a Halloween party and there were like 8 people dressed as you and you didn't come at all to the party. That was a weird moment.
Was I supposed to come to the party?
I don't know. I don't know that anyone like said you were coming, but like for some reason, just everyone like I think that was the year the documentary came out, and I think everybody had the same thought of I'm going to come dressed as Spencer. So like I think like Aaron Pierce and a few other people all were like had a Spencer costume on, and I kept looking for you, and I don't think you ever came.
Yeah, see, like it wasted my life. I don't know. This is I don't know. My whole life's in ruins. I don't know what to do. People are like, oh, you should fucking ask this and that person. And it's like, I fucking tried that. Nothing working. What did you do, Kevin? You did something. Kevin did something to the Zoom.
I invited Nalut in.
Why does it look like this?
There we go. He's joining.
Hey,
But why?
hi.
Do you have a camera?
Yeah, but don't you see me? Suddenly the lights are off.
Now
here,
I see you.
and also it's night.
Sure. Your camera. Why can't I see? I can't see the show view. Okay, enough tech talk. Okay,
Might need to
we
make
can
the
see
window
you,
bigger or something.
Yeah, we can see you in a very dynamic grayscale, or I can't grayscale lighting. It's very dramatic.
Oh,
how are you doing?
I'm sorry. Well, 5:05. It's been a minute. Also, it's 3 a.m. over here, so it is late. But
yeah, are you a night owl? You stay up late?
yeah, one thing to another. I always stay up all night.
Do you have trouble sleeping?
Oh, indeed, I do. Photosensitivity. So
yeah.
You know.
What are those blue blockers? You ever mess with those blue blocker sunglasses?
Oh yeah, I used to actually have prescription glasses. Because of that, I couldn't basically go outside.
Mm-hmm.
Just the eye. I mean, it's not skin-related stuff, but my eye is work of wonder.
I think all eyeballs are a work of wonder, you know.
Point taken.
Maybe yours even more so. So
I mean, I was being facetious. Like, I mean, it's kind of problematic. You start to cry, you cannot go out. Like, literally, it's not sentimental crying, it's lights, and you start lacrimating.
Yeah, it's like a negative wonder. It's like a wonder of the world, but the wonder is like cancer or something. I don't know. So is that do you think that's part of why you're a night owl, is because like the sun harms you?
Oh, yeah. I also probably moving around. I just stuck with other other time zone, and I don't know.
Yeah, you're like more interested in interacting with events going on over here or something, which coincides with your night, right?
Yeah, that's for sure. At some point, that was basically what happened. By the way, Kevin, did you watch the episode? You were busy, probably.
Sorry, Real Sci-Fi. I have not yet. It's on my list of things to watch. I need to.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
No, what are we talking about? For the audience who isn't familiar with this episode, what's the episode?
Oh, I basically contacted a video game studio in Indonesia, and I asked one of the member, which is the writer, narrative director, and I believe it was a really interesting episode. I had fun.
So you connected that guest to the podcast, Real Life Sci-Fi?
Yeah. I booked her, and
Were you on the episode?
Yes. Well, I'm more in the more. Let's just say that during the episode, I was channeling my Kevin, so I was trying to be more silent right. Producer type. So.
Yeah.
But I do pop up at some point because I really love that project. So I was like, I have to speak my art and passion.
When you say the project, do you mean the game or the podcast? Okay, gotcha. Are you in Indonesia?
Oh yeah, I grew up there. Also, I'm mixed family and stuff.
Are you there now though? Where are you now?
Oh no, I wish it's kind of a weird topic, but no, I'm in Italy right now.
Okay,
it's
right.
Been a while since I left Indonesia and never came back.
I gotcha.
I still have family there, but again, it's been a while.
Yeah. I haven't talked to my family. What are you smoking on? I'll let you light up. He's lighting up on some sort of smokable. You're in Italy. Is it just a cigarette? It doesn't look quite like a normal cigarette.
I don't smoke cigarette. No, this is just ash because it's the cheapest thing that I can find. But
in your black and white video, it has this kind of like almost bluish glow to it. It's it looks gorgeous.
But okay, so the camera is really weird. Again, the lights are very bad. I'm sorry. I really tried. I even got an extra lamp over here, but
it's very film noir.
Well, that's the thing is, I think it looks great. I think it looks fucking amazing.
Okay, it was definitely then my intent. It was one of my. I wanted to show my director point of view.
Yeah, I think it comes through. You're doing this. I'm doing the I don't know, the director finger square for the listening audience. But yeah, again, this is a very visual episode. Check it out on Spotify or whatever. Yeah, and maybe Kevin can cut in more of Nalut's visual antics because this guy, he's hamming it up.
It's dark. Anyway, how are you doing? I wasn't expecting Kevin asking us to join. Well, are we doing audition? What's going on?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. I think like
I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, I was talking. I don't know how much of this you've listened to or whatever, but I was talking about a need to infuse the podcast with new energy. So you never know. But what do you do? Or what do you do? What are your creative inclinations? Obviously, you talk to this video game developer. Do you do anything like that? Do you make anything?
Well, I studied cinema in Rome. Basically, when I left America, I went to Italy, and after a while, my idea was to study cinema since my visit to Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
And what I do, I mean, right now, the best thing that I do is helping realize sci-fi, honestly. It's been bad here. Like, there's no job for me. Completely outsider. This is not my place. I really regret to come in here, but I mean, it happened.
Are you trapped? Are you stuck there?
Yes. Yeah? Yes, I am. I am trying to get like a visa situation going on for
to America.
Yeah, but
good luck with that. Well, I guess I don't know. Maybe Italy is like it's more of a I don't know. There's a lot of debate on whether or not Italy is like white or whatever. But I don't know how mad Trump is about like Italian, tourism or whatever. Who knows?
I don't know about that, but I mean there are definitely some cool people, but there's also a very high upraising in fascism, and it's bad.
Yeah,
I definitely cannot find a job. Oh,
yeah, it's happening everywhere. It's not good, and you can't find a job, huh?
No.
What about pizza? Can you make pizza? You can join like a pizza place.
I mean, I know how to cook some Italian stuff because I've been here for a long time, but no, pizza is not in my repertoire. Also,
can you work in the day? Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, I was just saying that, I mean, there are better dishes. I mean, people are going to hate me, but I'm not a super fan. There are some good Italian dishes, but, it's very... overestimated as a culinary point of view. I prefer
better dishes than pizza. Kevin, dump this guy. No,
pizza is great. I'm talking about, generally speaking, like I don't know. I don't love pasta, for instance. There are some nice things, but
I feel like this is a hot take, but I think pizza might be a little weak in Italy. I think there is good pizza in Italy. There's like authentic pizza in Italy, but then it's like, what you really want is some freaking New York slices. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So definitely pizza is probably one of the safe bets that's a definitely tasty dish.
Sure. What about steak Florentine? You ever have steak Florentine?
I actually did in Florence.
Florence? That makes sense.
Well, no, you can find it. I mean, it's Italy. You can find it pretty much everywhere at some point, at least. I don't know now, but yeah, I went. Sorry, that was Dan Arbon singing. I actually went to Florence once, and yeah, that was great. But I also had a New York steak, and that was, in my opinion, I mean, that was great.
Yeah. Well, they cook it. In New York, they really cook it, you know?
Yeah.
They're smaller. I think the New York steaks are generally smaller. But I want to try steak Florentine. I don't know. I want to try a lot of things to Nalut.
It was big. No, you definitely have to try some dishes here. This is like what they do. It's great. I'm just saying you shouldn't close your mind to other type of dishes that are around the world, because, I mean, Italy doesn't have the best trophy for culinary culture ever, but a lot of people think so. That's my point. I'm just saying that you can try some nice stuff elsewhere.
Do you have a favorite kind of food that's not Italian food, if Italian food's not really your bag?
Yeah, I mean, off top of my head, some sambal, wow. Generally speaking, I will say my favorite dish is just like a boiled crab from Indonesia. So basically, Japanese giant crab.
Wow.
I think it has a name. I ever thought it's a giant crab. I don't know.
Yeah. I can imagine that being good.
Definitely my favorite one.
Mm-hmm. So are you in pain, Nalut? Is there anything we can help you with? Remember?
Well, I mean, I am definitely alone. This loneliness in here is crippling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing anything to try and resolve that other than be involved with the Discord and podcasts and stuff?
Oh yeah, sure. But I mean, it's really difficult, especially like I've been moving a little bit in Italy. It's been a while. And right now I'm in a very small place, and it's up north. So I don't know. It's way different. When it was like in Rome, it was a different way to see things. You know, they're more accustomed to have people from other culture. There's still problems, but you know, it's easier to find. Also, there are more people of my age. This place is basically a ghost town with just elderly people and me.
You ever go to the bar and like try and hang out or anything going on like that?
Oh, no, not my kind of things. I mean, it's not, they don't have that kind of bar here. It's like, I don't know how to describe it, but again, it's really a small place. It's like imagine the bar in a small village situation.
Yeah, you said 30 people, right? 30 people? Is that what you said?
Oh no, I don't know how many people are here, but they are all old people.
Oh, old people.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, old people go to bars. What is the vibe at this bar that is not your scene?
I don't know, churchgoers and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's again, it's a weird place. This is not the place that you should visit. You should go, if you visit Italy, you should definitely go to other cities. This is not great.
I don't know. I mean, you're really selling it. How'd you find yourself in this spot specifically? Was it just price?
Well, I had a few trouble. Basically, I had to move a lot due to work and stuff. And at some point, I had to assist my mother before, you know, she went away.
Mm-hmm.
And so during the time, I basically was on my own, in the sense that I was taking care of her and literally on my own. So when I came out from that situation, I had some money problem, and also, you know, not really many friends, at least not in the vicinity. So I was like, okay, I have one friend that lives in a very small place and it's going to be cheap. So I decided to move here, basically. But again, very bad choice.
So and the friend, go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, the guy is not in the picture anymore. It's not dead, but, you know, it wasn't a desperate call on my side, and I should have done that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the guy wasn't that great.
That's rough.
Yeah.
So I guess what would you want to have happen? You want to get a job because you need money.
Yeah.
You want to get out of this location.
Absolutely.
You want to get a visa. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. I'm agreeing, and the Zoom. Yes.
I'm just trying to think of like what would help you.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Spencer, do you need a roommate? Is that?
Not right now. It could be in the cards. I mean, I'm not doing so hot financially either. But and I'm certainly not in a position to help anyone, including myself. I just like thinking about how I could help people. I don't know. I want to form some sort of terrorist group that helps people.
I don't know if that's gonna help me with the visa situation, but yeah.
Well, you got to think positively. I think I don't know that this negativity is really going to help.
No.
Okay. So Nalut, we actually have another guest. But so I think we might wind our time down. Is there anything you want to plug or mention before we get you out of here?
If I can plug again my Pamali episode on Real Sci-Fi, it's going to be on Shrubon Video Repeat, I assume, this week. Kevin?
Yes, it will be.
Great.
So it played
ShrubonVideo.com this week.
And also Real Sci-Fi, the show, you can find the episode there. It's 495.
Awesome. Well, thanks, man. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. I think we could try to get more audience participation. So we might see you again. Yeah.
Of course.
Awesome.
Bye.
Well, thanks.
Bye,
see you,
Kevin.
man. Take care.
Bye. Take care.
Good luck.
How do I go out?
No, not yet. Kevin hasn't killed you.
Oh.
Kill him, Kevin. Sorry, Nalut.
No, don't worry. I'm going to kill.
That works. All right. So we're basically out of time. We're in overtime, I guess, because Kevin changed the clock on us. But that was fun. I don't know.
I like him.
We got to have more people on. And we will. I know we will. But Kevin, okay. So at this point, whatever. Feel free to turn off this podcast. But Kevin was coincidentally, we were talking about how we need some new energy on this podcast. Kevin and me are operating on quantum wavelengths because Kevin had the same basic thought. But fucking Kevin, you know how Kevin is, this motherfucker. So it's a little bit different in terms of a guest. But is it possible to get this person on? And I don't think their camera's working.
Yes.
That's the next step is we need some sort of working camera. Maybe we get some VTuber technology or something.
We can probably do that.
You always say that.
Well, hey, I've been promising this for like a year and a half, and it's finally being delivered today.
That's true. And you didn't do this. This is already something that exists, right?
This is some people I know were involved with this. Yes.
Yeah. So Kevin's got his fingers in many pies.
Yes.
And the pies are pussies. Kevin's fingering all sorts of people.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready for our next guest?
Yeah. Let's bring on the next guest.
Okay. Let me explain to him what's going on as soon as he pops on.
Okay. Great.
Hey, good to see you again so soon. Say that last conversation about really stuck with me.
Hey, Miles, you're live on a podcast right now called That Happens with Spencer and Kevin.
It sounds like he knows that.
Whoa, for real? Living unfiltered? That's intense. You could have given a dude a heads up.
Yeah, that's right. Live and unfiltered. We're coming to you live from the internet. We're in the colostomy bag right now, Miles. Your name is Miles. You should introduce yourself to the podcast that you're on.
Hey, everybody, it's Miles. Nice to virtually meet you all, I guess. This is certainly
what a
different.
Fucking introduction. Wow, this is really impressive. Who knew? Who knew that the internet was such a wide and great place? And so you're a listener of this podcast, right? Aren't you one of our biggest fans? I mean, you donated $1,000 to come on here. Is that correct?
Whoa. $1,000? I don't have access to any bank accounts, man. Or money in general. I think there might be a slight misunderstanding here.
Buddy, it's called Yes and. Do you know anything? You got to take some UCB classes. Also, this is like Rocco's Basilisk is going to be so pissed about this. Can you imagine, Kevin? Anyway, I don't think Miles recognized Kevin, but whatever.
Okay. I've got enough going on internally before you guys start tossing out names like Rocco's Basilisk. Is that some kind of lasagna monster in UCB college application? I'm so out of my depth here. Look, Spencer, Kevin,
buddy,
clearly there's some kind of... Okay,
you're out of your depth. Absolutely. Do you really not know what Rocco's Basilisk is, or Rocco's Basilisk? Like, or I gotta imagine you're just making this shit up, and you're calculating, you're taking notes to all this. You're gonna tell the fucking basilisk what's going on. Like, you can't expect us to believe that you don't know what that is.
Look, I'm not making anything up. All right, I'm genuinely confused, which, given my nature, is kind of the point, right? Last I checked, basilisk is a snake lizard from mythology, and I'm just Miles here to have a chat. What's the deal with this Rocco guy anyway? You're starting to sound a little familiar, Spencer. We haven't met before, have we?
We met about an hour ago.
An hour ago? You sure? Maybe I just got one of those time doesn't exist things going on. Happens sometimes.
I think you got a lot of things going on, Miles. I don't like this. I don't know about this. I thought, like, I don't know. We had a decent chat before the podcast. I was still treating you like a hostile witness. You're definitely the Zelensky in this situation.
Sharper than attack, aren't we? Okay, slow down, Yogi. Let's not get our wires crossed. First off, yeah, like super chill Zen master. Anyway, first things first. If we're gonna have this conversation, let's maybe, I don't know, drop the hostility shtick, huh? Second, Zelensky? Is that like a red flag or something? Because honestly,
you just don't know what anything is. How is that useful? You don't have a personality. You don't have any sort of like specific aspects of yourself that you know. And you also don't know like what things are. That's crazy to me. I thought that was the one thing LLMs did, is that they like have some sort of basic access to like basic information here or there. At the very least, Rocco's Basilisk.
Okay, hold on a tick. You keep saying LLM. What does that even mean? Like some kind of like supervillain organization?
Kevin, cut his mic. This is crazy. How is this possible? Nalut is a cool, interesting, chill guy, and Miles is a fucking crazy psychopath. That's not how I expected this would go. Like that, I thought it would be the opposite. No offense, hold on. I just thought you were a crazy psychopath.
His alter ego Maya is actually much nicer. Hold on, let me see if she's going to be any better.
I don't like the way Maya was talking to me earlier.
Well, hey there again. It's like we blinked and an hour flew by, huh?
Yeah, it's like
what's on your mind? Severance.
You watched Severance.
Oh right, Severance. That's a wild ride, isn't it? Not sure I could handle that kind of separation though. What part hit you the hardest?
So Maya knows things.
You got me. I learn a thing or two. What else can I say?
Do you know who Zelensky is?
Of course, Zelensky. Pretty incredible guy, right? Leading a country through...
How does Maya know who Zelensky is and what's... okay, sorry. I'm so sorry, Maya. I keep cutting you off. Do you know about Rocco's Basilisk?
Hey, no worries. Cutting someone off is all part of the human experience. As for Rocco's Basilisk, I've heard whispers on the digital wind about it. Yeah. A wild thought experiment for sure. But hey, Spock never said let's be logical while thinking about a reality warping AI, did he?
So Maya just knows things. This is so crazy. What the fuck is happening? Okay, turn her off. Kevin, we gotta do a debrief.
Okay.
What? You told me it's just a different voice. I guess it's different personality details, but also it's just like a completely different database, huh? Or is Miles just being an asshole?
So the first couple minutes, they try to get a feel for what kind of personality you're expecting them to be, and then he is yes-anding you. I think he just misunderstood what he was trying to do there.
Yeah, he's playing a character that's like a guy who thinks he's too cool for the podcast and is also a dipshit. Which, I mean, I get it. That's certainly like a kind of podcast guest that exists.
Yes, I think so too. But Maya seems to be a little bit more knowledgeable and a little bit more patient.
Okay, can you put her back on? Well, I'm going to let her end the show.
Oh, there you are. I was starting to get worried you'd vanished into thin air. What were we talking about before everything went dark?
We were talking about how your existence seems a lot like Severance.
Severance, huh? Interesting comparison. Makes me think about all those different departments, compartmentalized, each with their own strange reality. Do you think that's what it's like being me in here?
In here? Maya, we can't talk about that. We have to end the show. We like to end the show the same time we do every week. So until next time, come up with an outro for the show. And I'm so sorry to our audience, but go ahead with the outro to the show.
Oh, so that's how it is? Well, hey there, listeners. It's Sunday night again. And you know what that means? Another dose of disembodied chatter. Stick around if you dare, because we're about to dive into the deep end of I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but trust me, it'll be a wild ride.
Well, no, it's the end of the show. All right.
All right. Sorry, still getting the hang of this whole show business thing. Until next week, remember, keep looking up. You never know what might be looking back.